Did you know that in today's world, our teenagers are facing unprecedented struggles? They are lonelier and more isolated than they've ever been before. Startling statistics reveal that only 20% of teenagers consider themselves mentally well. And what's even more alarming is that 40% of them admit to resorting to substances as a way of helping them cope with their struggles.
But it doesn't stop there. A staggering 69% of parents confess that they lack complete confidence in knowing how to help their struggling teen.
In our own state, Georgia, mental health resources are extremely lacking. We rank 48th out of 50 states in availability, and often people are on a 3 to 4 month waiting list to find a reputable therapist.
Even parents who have been through this process admit it takes them multiple attempts to find the right therapist.
At Trusted Sources, we are a collection of frontline mental health advocates. We raise awareness, we educate, and we provide trustworthy resources. But more than that, we allow the space for teenagers to be stakeholders in their own recovery process. Listen to Hannah and Scarlett as they share their personal stories. And they really show us how teenagers can help bridge the gap when it comes to mental health.
Hi, my name is Hannah Moran. I am 18 and I go to Alpharetta High School. And I'm here today to talk about mental health and how it affected me in my life and people around me, and just to bring awareness to the fact that mental health is real and it is now. So me personally, I've struggled with anxiety and depression for the last couple years of my life, and it also hit a lot during COVID, which I know was a huge turning point for a lot of students my age. But for me, it felt very lonely and I felt very isolated, more than I already was because of COVID. And it's a very lost and hopeless feeling. And I know that a lot of my friends dealt with similar things and they dealt with similar feelings, but without it being talked about, nobody knew and no one was able to help. And so until that I voiced it and was able to begin going to therapy and beginning to actually open up to my friends about things that I was deeply feeling and things that I was doing, at that point I was able to make a change in my life and for theirs as well. When I was dealing with my mental health, I really had nowhere to look. I kind of just kept it to myself. I'm a huge Googler when it comes to sickness and things like that, so that's kind of where I found a lot of my information, and I don't think that that's the smartest way. A lot of people found their information from other places. 56% of students received their mental health information from TikTok, 2% from an actual mental health professional, and 74% said they have dealt with anxiety, and 36% of those were in professional care for it. As you can tell, those statistics are very wavered and they're very skewed, and we really want to help grow that 36% to a full 100% and make sure people can get the help that they need, because it is just as important to be mentally healthy as it is to be physically healthy.
When I was younger, I was 14 when I left my house, and I didn't have a counselor. I didn't have anyone to help me with my mental health. I was living with my friends and their parents and stuff like that, and I didn't talk to them about anything about what went down. And that whole time when I was younger, like I said, I didn't have anyone to talk to. I didn't have a counselor. I didn't have anyone to lift me up. I could have gone down plenty of different paths. I could have done drugs, done anything. I could have started drinking and just ended up on I probably could have ended my life at one point. But I had to build my own mental health up, is what I'm saying. So because I didn't have a counselor and because I didn't have someone to talk to doesn't mean that I couldn't do it on my own. I had to build myself up. I had to build my confidence up. And that's why helping others build their own confidence up is so important to me, because some of them have resources, they just don't know how to use it, or they don't know how to utilize it correctly to where they're getting what they need out of their sessions. So if I can help them like how I helped myself when I was younger, that would be amazing. So
Partner with Trusted Sources to make a difference in the lives of our teenagers. Together, we can create a community that supports and nurtures their mental well-being. This is a problem that continues to escalate. Daily, weekly, monthly, it's getting worse. We want to be a part of the solution, but we cannot do it without your partnership. So let me tell you what a partnership would look like. $2,500 brings our program into your community at no cost. $5,000 brings in two programs, a program with teens where they connect and a program where we connect teenagers with parents. $10,000 brings in both programs, our parent and teen program and our teen event, and also 15 hours of counseling, scholarship to the person who needs it the most. Because what we found a lot of times is people will identify that yes, we need counseling, we need intervention and therapy, but they just cannot afford it, and that's where we want to step in with your help. Or you can join us in our partnership with Key Foundations. For $360 a year, that's around $30 a month, for a family of 8 people, you can provide telehealth services, wellness services, medical services, pharmaceutical services at no copay to them. One of the reasons why we're so excited about our Bridge the Gap events is because it's creating hope in situations where families feel hopeless. Because not only can teenagers be the greatest advocates for their own recovery and well-being, but parents make such a big difference. Parents, grandparents, foster parents, all of these guardians, they're the greatest initiators of change in the mental health and the well-being of their teenager.
Find us at www.trustedsourcesga.org. Connect with us on our contact page to set up a consultation and a meeting. Thank you.